So, beautiful souls, welcome back. I just wanted to say the glow is real. It really is. Like, I'm not even sweating, and my skin is super shiny, right? It was just so weird that my daughter noticed this a few days ago. I didn't even notice it until she said something. I'm like, oh, well, I did notice my skin been clearing up, right? I did notice that I lost like 30 pounds. Stress. But the good thing about it is the very things that was making my skin look bad, they had my mind clouded, had me judging myself, not believing in myself. I have let go my baggage, meaning childhood traumas, meaning um people and things that seem to had strong holds over me. I am not in bondage. The Lord has removed all of those shackles for me, right? So let me tell you this quick little story. So one thing I noticed in my life is that whoever comes across me, I'm good to. If I ever came off in a negative way towards a person, usually it's they have done something and it caused. I'm not going to say, well, I'm in control of my actions, but something they have done have caused me to not show my show myself in a positive light, right? So a few moments ago, I had received a call from somebody. I've been waiting to be able to say calmly how I really feel, right? This person means so much to me. This is somebody that the title that they actually have, I can't ever change, right? And with me knowing that is the reason why, and me knowing their situation, knowing what they're going through, knowing what's attached to them and things like that. So I do have still some compassion, but we still have free will. And when I think about each and every person who ever did me dirty, I am noticing they're all going through stuff. But believe this, I'm going through something too. I'm going through a transition. I am also not in this space where I want to be, meaning no, I'm not completely broke. No, I'm not homeless. None of those things. The Lord has given me all those things I didn't have. I have them, right? But I'm still not where I really want to be. Meaning, where I see in my dreams, those visions that the Lord showed me, He showed me that this is a stepping stool to get there, right? And with that being said, I'm going through something, but I'm handling it different than the people who sought out to destroy me mentally, who sought out to keep having control over me that I didn't know that they had that much control over me, right? And it's like I had two narcissists in my life that no matter what, I couldn't understand why I couldn't get away from them. But it was that trauma bond that I had with these people, right? But the moment I chose myself was the moment that they no longer had any power. So what did these people start doing? They start seeking out different ways to try to destroy me. And the things that they did do did break my heart. Broke my heart really bad. But it did not change who I am. It did not change my character. It did not make me stop believing in God. It increased my faith in God. It increased my relationship with God. But I will tell you this, these same people still coming to me, telling people I'm evil, telling people I'm heartless and I just want to hurt people. Like, if you even heard the things that came out these demons' mouths, like, I have never, ever, ever knew that I was capable of seeing a demon, right? And I'm going to get back into my story, but I'm going to say this about the demon part. It's this one particular day I came home. And with this person who I held near and dear to my heart, they were acting out of character. It was like they was a robot and they kept repeating themselves. And that's something they never really do. But my spirit picked up on it. And I was tired. I was just coming from work and I kept telling them, hold up, give me a second. But they turned into a complete robot. Like, I never seen them do that. They just kept repeating what they saying over and over and over. The son was like, get quiet. Get real quiet. I got quiet and I just stared at them like I couldn't believe like what I was seeing. I didn't know if they was playing but they weren't. That was that demon. That was the first time I ever recognized that demon. Like I seen it before, but I didn't have spiritual eyes. And now that I have spiritual eyes, I saw it. That demon wanted to attack me that day, but it couldn't. It couldn't. So it stopped in its tracks. And I watched that demon go about his business. And then that person that I held near and dear to me come back to their senses. And it's like they didn't even realize they had did what they had done, right? So I kept that to myself until I was in another position with the other demon. And when I told them that I can see demons, oh, they went on a rant. Oh, they went on this. Oh, you're messing with this. Oh, you need to leave that alone. Oh, you into occult. Oh, you like all kinds of giving me names that I don't got. Anything that I'm doing, I'm only doing what God tells me to do. I don't care what sparks my curiosity or whatever. I only do what the Lord tells me to do. And I think more so they was pissed that I finally tapped into myself. Because that was the beginning of me really seeing these demons for who they really were. Now, I'm not calling these people themselves demons. I recognize what's attached to them. And me being with them, having them in my life, was making those demons try to attach to me. Okay? Now, with me knowing that and seeing that, these same people reaching out, expecting me to still be the same person, but I can't. Because to deal with these people is to kill myself, and I'm not doing that. You know? And I tried to convince these people to come to the light. I have always shared messages since a child with people. Like, I can't help but give encouraging words, and I don't do it on purpose. It's just natural for me to uplift people even when I'm down. Like right now, I keep on saying I'm not in the best place I want to be, but it doesn't stop me from sharing my love. It doesn't stop me from encouraging somebody else. 'Cause I know how to pick myself up, but some people don't know how to pick up themselves. So that's why I'm trying to show people, like, look, the journey to self is a long journey, but it comes a time and place where you got to start paying attention to what's going on in your life. Now, I'm only speaking on this because it does hurt me to have to turn my back on people. But I gotta be selfish. I don't know how to be, but I take that back. I know how to be. I just don't like being selfish. But I have to be selfish. Why? Because if I don't be selfish, I can't be here to help you. If I don't be selfish, I wouldn't know how to get to myself so I can give to you, right? What I'm saying is, I won't speak on these people's names because they are still, it doesn't mean that the Lord can't change them. The Lord will change them if they desire change. I've done my part. I spoke life over them. Now, the things they've done to me is very hurtful. Not saying that I may not have ever said anything hurtful to them. Trust me, I did vibe low myself at one point. But what I can say is, with this change within myself, it has shown me who's for me and who's not. The change in me has been begun over 10 years ago. Now, the real change has happened within a year. You know, I didn't have to walk away from people. People removed themselves. The only people that I really had to remove myself from was the two people who was trying to take me out in my mind. I'm not making that up. I even been drinking hot tea, taking emergency. I have been doing all kinds of things that I can think of, because I'm not no scientist, I'm not no doctor, to make sure that I'm able to still be a voice for you all. You know, my vocal cords was clogged with a bunch of, I don't want to say phlegm or mucus. And when I seen what was coming out, I'm like, oh, something's really trying to stop me from talking. Reason why I say that is because even back about 2-3 months ago, I was just walking. I have dropped my phone on the ground plenty of times, whether it was in the case or not. But this one particular time, my phone directly falls on my camera and cracks only around my camera. The whole bottom, the whole middle of my phone is fine. That was just not coincidental that the camera had broke, or that my tablet had stopped taking my videos, to the point that my computer had stopped working. This is how I know I'm aligned. This is how I know that I'm meant to tell my story. I was told to tell my story, even though I was afraid to tell my story, worried about how other people will look. But my story is an eye opener to those who've been in domestic violence situations, those who have been dealing with narcissists, those who have been mentally, emotional, and physically abused by people in their life, like family, friends, lovers. I'm going to share this story because I'm going to help y'all. Me sharing my story with you is helping me. Is even introducing me to other gifts I didn't even know I had. You know, I'm paying attention to all the signs, and I see clearly what happens even when the enemy uses my kids. Like, I notice how when I am resting and not doing anything, in the moment that I decide to record, the moment that I get a revelation or a vision, and I go to record a message or a video, and I'll watch how the kids start acting. I'll watch how the phone calls start coming, or what else may be a distraction. I pay attention to all of this now that I'm awakened. I know this video may be long, but I pray that you stayed long enough to even listen to it and get something from it. What I'm saying to you is, the very people who will slander your name and stuff, all I'm saying is don't spend no time trying to correct them and make them see you for who you really are. They know who you are. They just hoping that other people won't know who you are. So they'll try to control how other people view you and see you. You know, some people are so hell-bent on not, seeing who you really are. You know, and that's not your problem. I had to learn that the hard way. These same people going to need you. And one thing I can say about it, it makes me feel good and bad that they need me. It's like, because you needed me the whole time. So why did you choose to hurt me? Why? Because you're not walking with Christ. You're just a vessel that all these spirits are going in and out of, using you to destroy yourself. All the time that you spent trying to sabotage somebody else, you sabotage yourself. I had to tell that person that, like, you thought you did something. You deliberately wanted to hurt me, and then you're going to tell me sorry. I said, you're not sorry because I'm used to you doing stuff like this. That is your tactic. That is your tactic. And you gave it all you got, and you still lost. Then with the other person, you gave it all you got. I'll elaborate on that story another day. And you still lost. And in the end, I still stand tall. In the end, I'm still true to myself. In the end, I'm still speaking life over people. In the end, I'm still speaking life over myself. So with that being said, beautiful souls, peace and blessings. Let me help you, and together we can help one another. Peace and blessings.